Hey, it's Mark Weiss, and this is Fraud on Fridays. This week's story is about fraud at scale, huge scale. A $1 billion healthcare fraud conspiracy coordinated via a tech platform built not to deliver care, but to manufacture lies. Last month, that is in December 2025, a federal district court judge sentenced Gary Cox, the CEO of a healthcare software company called Power Mobility Dr. RX, to 15 years in federal prison. Cox and his co-conspirators ran an online platform called DME RX. On paper, this looked like healthcare infrastructure. In reality, it was a fraud engine designed to generate fake doctor's orders at massive scale. The targets were seniors. Hundreds of thousands of Medicare beneficiaries were reached through junk mail, television ads, and offshore call centers. They were offered free or low-cost medical items, braces, pain creams, things they usually didn't need. But that didn't matter. Behind the scenes, DME RX connected telemarketers, pharmacies, and medical equipment suppliers with telemedicine companies willing to play along. Physicians were paid to sign orders without real exams, sometimes after a quick phone call, sometimes after no patient interaction at all. Those orders falsely claimed that a doctor had examined and treated the patient, but they hadn't. Once the paperwork was generated, Medicare and other insurers were billed more than $1 billion in claims. Over $360 million was actually paid out to the conspirators. And when the scheme risked drawing attention, they didn't stop. They optimized it. Evidence at trial showed that Cox and his partners concealed the scheme through sham contracts and by stripping out from physicians' orders what one co-conspirator called dangerous words that might cause Medicare to audit the scheme's DME suppliers. In June 2025, a federal jury convicted Cox on multiple felony counts, including healthcare fraud and conspiracy to pay and receive healthcare kickbacks. And in December 2025, the sentence came down. In addition to the 15 years in federal prison that I mentioned, Cox was ordered to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in restitution. This case matters. That's because fraud doesn't always look like a scam. Sometimes it looks like software. Sometimes it looks like innovation. Sometimes it looks like, disrupting healthcare. But real disruption doesn't involve fake medical necessity, fake doctor's orders, and very real kickbacks. Although it might not make the news, it would be safe to assume that each of the physicians who got caught up in the scam will receive much, much more than a simple slap on the wrist. At some point, no one's going to believe that you were just stupid. Even if you were, it's so simple to vet these things in advance, yet few do. Stay tuned. There's always more fraud to unpack next Friday.